So we've talked in other videos about optionals, and we've used the likes of optional binding and using if statements to check whether the value is nil. And which is all well and good, and that's really probably the best way to do it. But I wanted to show you another way of doing it, and this helps you to look a little bit inside of what the Swift optional actually is. So, and we can do this using a switch statement. So we just have this simple variable here called test, and it has of type any, which is optional, and just set it to true. It's of really no relevance what the value is. So we come to a switch statement, and here we can then say case none. So this is the case that it is nil, and we can say the value is nil. And then case here, and we can see the other one is sum. And so in this case, we're going to say literally just a value, and then we can just print this out. The value is, and then we can say here value. Okay, and we get a completely, we basically get a non-nil value here because we know that we have properly unwrapped it. And when we run this one code, so you can see that the value is true. And if we set this then to nil, we can then run it again. It says the value is nil. Now, a downside to this, or the upside to this, is you see exactly what an optional is. It's nothing more than an enum, all right? It's nothing more than an enum with that one value wrapped inside of it. There's a lot more to talk about than just that. But essentially it is just more than an enum where you can switch cases over it as well. So there is only really one downside to this, is that you have to write more code. If you want to be able to access all parts of it and continue possibly on, rather than having to write an if statement, if let is this, and if you just want to be able to access it in a bit more of a normal traditional manner, and you don't want to use the if let or if var statements, then you can use the switch statement too. Now, I have seen times where it has been beneficial to have a switch statement using an optional instead. But that's all based upon the project itself. But I just wanted to show you that you can do it using a switch statement too. Now, this would be obviously done nice and easy just by saying if value is equal to test, and then we can see that we've got the if value is here. So this is basically no difference to what we've done here. See, the if value is here. So, and then really the switch statement is doing nothing more than the else here. So the else value is obviously then a nil when we make this nil. So there we go. You can see. So the question is did you write more code with the switch statement, or did you write more code with the if else statement? And we can see here 4 lines, and this is then essentially 5 or 6 lines here. So if you don't think about it's 6 lines here. But which one is easier? Basically it is binary. It's either nil or it's not nil. So this if else statement is kind of cleaner. One more line. It's all based upon your own judgment. But I just wanted to show you that you can do it using switch statements as well. So if this has been an insight to you about the optionals, then don't forget to like, subscribe, share. And if you do have any questions, concerns, ideas, or anything like that, then obviously use the comment section down below to give any feedback. With that said, thanks very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao, and goodbye.